Rituro here with another episode of Blue and White, my video review, video diary, let's play of Football Manager 2014, specifically with the Vancouver Whitecaps in Major League Soccer. I've finally come to terms with our morale-crushing loss in the MLS Cup Finals against Sporting Kansas City. I mean, all told, it was a great season, an excellent season for us. Won the Cascadia Cup, won the Western Conference, won our group in Champions League, more on that later. So let's take a look at the summary for the season. We'll start with the summary for all soccer in the U.S. This wonderful season summary. So, Sporting Kansas City won. That's a much more believable result than Chivas winning in 2013. I think we can all agree. Jermaine Defoe with the Golden Boot. Jermaine Pennant with the most assists. Juan Luis Anangonó with 22 appearances at a 7.3 average rating. Fantastic year for Anangonó. More like Anango yes. That joke, copyright Nick Rosano from MLSsoccer.com. Chicago Overachievers of the Year, Chivas, you say underperformers, not really a surprise there. Signing of the season was a tie between, Javier Patino for DC United on a free, with New York's Gaston Fernandez also on a free running that up. That's a really good signing for New York. Robert Green, however, was the worst signing of the season. The Lamar Hunt U.S. Open Cup went to the Houston Dynamo. A great showing for them. Add a little bit of silverware to their trophy cabinet. Cascadia Cup, however, was all Vancouver's. Obafemi Martins was top goal scorer and with the highest average rating, averaging a goal a game. However, we won it, they didn't, so there you go. A bunch of rivalry cups here that nobody really cares about. The MLS All-Stars faced off against Liverpool, and Liverpool won. The Champions League qualification, Sporting, Chicago, DC, and Colorado qualify, which is interesting because I thought the U.S. Open Cup winner got a direct path. In fact, I'm nearly certain the U.S. Open Cup winner gets a direct berth, so I'm not sure what the deal is there. Anyway, as you can see, we were eliminated from the quarterfinals by San Jose to start the year. San Jose, however, made it to the semifinals before being eliminated, and Chivas and Sporting were just straight up eliminated from the group stage. In the awards, Young Player of the Year for the U.S. went to Timothy Chandler in Nuremberg. Player of the Year for the U.S. went to Tim Howard in Everton. MLS Newcomer of the Year was Javier Patino. Brahman Alaman got Comeback Player of the Year. Fair Play Award went to Diego Valeri. MVP went to Jermaine Defoe. I'm surprised Anangonó did not win that one. I think I voted for Jermaine Pennant now that I think about it. Humanitarian of the Year, Ricardo Clark, Golden Boot to Defoe. Goalkeeper of the Year to Andre Blake. Defender of the Year to Omar Gonzalez. Ref of the Year to Alex Prus. Coach of the Year to Peter Vermees. I was third in the voting, if you can believe that. And LA Galaxy won the Team Fair Play Award. On Vancouver side, Jay Demerit was voted as the fans' player of the year. The team best 11 was also announced for the year. Darren Maddox, Kuta Mane, Jason Holt, Nicholas Mosqueda. I'm surprised Mane was voted as the best 11 over Tyrant. Tyrant did make the bench, though. Gershon Kofi, Nigel Coker, Kleber, Schuler, Demerit, and Badischer, and Borja. Not a surprise there at all. On the bench, Kenny Miller, Franco Lewis, Ian Hume, Russell Tybert, Bryce Alderson, Johnny Leverone, and Joe Bendick. The overall best 11 also saw an update. Borja unseats David Ousted, who, look at this, Ousted actually retired. Can you believe that? He got cut from Vancouver and could not latch on anywhere else in the footballing world. That I find very, very shocking. Elsewhere, as you can see, this is unsurprising, really. Kleber, Schuler, Demerit, Badischer, Borja, and Kofi Riocoker form the solid backline. Nuno Gomez has yet to be unseated from his attacking mid-role, though Holt did make the bench, as did Ian Hume, if you can believe that. So that is the overall best 11 now. Huzzah! Obviously, this is only MLS era. I'm sure if you were to do a full-time, all the way back to the NASL era, I'm pretty sure Bobby Leonarduzzi, Martin Nash, et al. Would probably be on here, no doubt. That's the summary. It's been a lot of activity here in the offseason. We've already booked our friendlies for this upcoming year. We have a tour of Mexico. Altamira, Lobos Prepa, and Topos, which are teams in the lower divisions of Mexico. But that's to prep us for a date with Santos Laguna in the knockout stages of the Champions League. That's going to be a very, very tough test. Thankfully, it's a home match, so we get that in our favor. But it's going to be a brutal test. So hope that Tour of Mexico preps us. We're also hosting a friendly against Brazil's Fluminense, which will hopefully draw in the crowds, raise our profile a little bit. We're looking forward to that. Offseason in MLS has been pretty trade happy here. I'll take a quick look at what's been going on here. Let's see, season 2015, good. We got some movement all over the place here. Jose Correa has been sent from Chivas to New York in exchange for 2 draft picks in 2016, a first and second round, and $300,000 in the allocation budget. So Chivas loading up for next year's draft. Jermaine Taylor goes from FC Dallas to Toronto for 2 draft picks and $300,000. Jackson goes from Seattle to Philly for a couple of draft picks. Chivas spends $230,000 basically from the Jose Correa trade for Jason Hernandez, the rights to Brandon Barklage, and 5 years of an international spot. So Chivas really wheeling and dealing to recover from their off year. Portland sends our draft pick and $300,000 for Chris Seitz, so they are really looking to upgrade their goaltending situations. They also picked up Joe Bendick for $140,000 from us. Also getting an international slot from Dallas in that deal. Other trades, Jassy Zardes going to Houston. Stefan Fry going to LA for AJ De La Garza. Interesting swap there. Portland sending money and a first rounder for David Bingham and John Bush. So a total goaltending overhaul here for Portland. Perhaps a little bit too much. San Jose sending draft picks and cash for Brian Visser, Clint Irwin, Matt Pickens, and John Burns. So picking up both of Colorado's goalkeepers to replace the departed John Bush or San Jose. Sporting Kansas City sending draft picks and supplemental draft picks for Michael Gustafsson out of Portland. Colorado and San Jose, a draft pick from San Jose, a supplemental draft pick at that for Sanel Boric. Houston sending draft picks and cash for a first-round pick. Toronto holding Chivas' first-round pick, so Houston moving up in the draft, really stockpiling up draft picks here. So they also pick up a first-round pick from San Jose for their first-round pick and cash. So it's a Houston stockpiling and trading up here. San Jose also trading their first-round pick for Cody Lorendi and Sean Davies out of New England. We also traded up in the draft, sending the rights to Paulo Jr., our first-round pick, and $150,000 to Toronto for their first-round pick. We also made a trade of cash to Nana Adekora just before his rights expired, trying to get a deal signed. Unfortunately, we were unable to sign him, so a bit of a waste there of cash. Montreal's picking up the rights to Jim Galarcep for free. Chicago trading draft picks for Tim Malia. FC Dallas trading our second-round pick, their supplemental second-round pick, and cash for Gaston Fernandez. So a huge pickup here. What a prop for New York, getting Gaston Fernandez on a free and then selling him for 2 picks and $300,000 in allocation. Great business there from New York. And then Portland sending draft picks from the supplemental draft and $70,000 for Tyson Wall and an international slot. So that's what's been happening in the trade front. On the straight-up transfer front, as you can see, we saw Gilberto leaving Toronto for Vitoria on a $4.1 million transfer fee. Great business there from Toronto. Other moves here, Chicago selling Or Baruch to Bnei Yehuda for $400,000. Wilmington Hammerheads picking up Patrick McLean. Actually, other way around, Colorado buying Patrick McLean from Wilmington Hammerheads for $90,000. Some free transfers here as Sani Niasi, Andy Grunenbaum, Jake Gleason, Sean Francis are let go on free transfers. Some academies here also being picked up here. Fire Academies, Antonio Rosales joins the Fire. Ben Callahan, Keith Barlow, all these new gens here from their academies. We also opted to sign Ivan Estrella, the Mexican, as a depth midfielder who does have a lot of potential here. So we now have some depth. We have Carlos Curry and Ivan Estrella backing up Jason Holt at attacking mid. And Estrella also plays a mid, and I'm hoping to get him on my Mexican U23 team. Nudge, nudge, wink, wink. So, excellent signing there by us, if I do say so myself. Some other drafts and whatnot here, some free transfers, some releases after the draft. Unfortunately, we weren't able to get Kyle Rainish or Brendan King signed after the waiver draft. Unfortunate there, but hey, it was a draft pick. No real skin off my back there. Ben Fisk is unfortunately no longer with us. He has been waived and no one picked him up. Alejandro Lopez and Christian Dean are out on loan again. Nicholas Gamble and Ken O'Connor were picked up. Ken O'Connor by New York, and Nicholas Gamble got a senior minimum contract with Chicago, so good for him getting a career out of that. We developed some young Canadian talent in the league. Very happy about that. Omar Salgado is gone. His contract was not renewed. So he was actually not picked up, so that's interesting that nobody is thought to sign Salgado. We see, is he still unsigned? Let's take a quick peek here. He is indeed still available. Nobody has picked him up. Not a surprise. Meanwhile, as you can see, I am making a play for Alexander Soderlund out of Rosenborg. I am looking for an attacking left. I need someone who can start. You know, I want to develop Tybert, Porter, Curry, and that's great, but I need someone who can start now and get us over the hump. So if I can pick up Mr. Soderlund here as a DP, currently making 8.75 a week, I'll see if I can up that. We'll see if he's willing to play. Oh man, that would be a fantastic get on the attacking left side. I, as you can see, looking around the world to see who is available and who would play. Soderlund, as you can see, was after scouting a bunch of options, it seemed like the best pick of the lot. I was considering Valon Berisha, although he is more of a project. He's not quite ready to go. But again, if I could get him, if the Soderlund deal falls apart, I'm going to try for Berisha and see if I can get him to come play. He's currently under bid. So I may just actually, you know what, if he's under bid, I'm just going to make that offer now. See if I can put that in. I mean, it's only 500 grand. That's all I got in the bank, unfortunately. We'll see what happens. Anyway, the big thing today is it's time for the MLS SuperDraft. So we have our 2 picks here. And you may be asking, what do I want out of this draft? Well, obviously I want someone who can step in and really be of use to us. So here at our scouts, main details, the current ability. These are the players who are MLS ready at the top. Eric Schmid is one of them. I want this kid. I definitely want him. He's on my shortlist. He is the one player we are targeting in this draft. He can play all up and down the left side. That's the kind of player I want. Now, my worry is I'm only 10th. Do I need to move up to get him? I'm considering maybe trading for Houston's 5th spot. We'll see what happens when we get there. One of the things with the drafts, you can trade for draft picks. So we'll see. We'll see what happens here. All right, Eric Schmid is the guy I want. So knowing he is the guy we want, let's see who gets picked. The first overall pick is, unsurprisingly, John Baker. First overall pick, the attacking mid and midfielder, 20-year-old to Columbus. Jorn Dow. That's a bit off the board. Is a depth goalkeeper picked up by New England. Interesting. Gabinho Guadarrama picked up by Colorado. Central back. Jack Schultz picked up by Houston. Another goalkeeping prospect. 2 goalkeepers taken early and not a good one at that. Ugh. It's a questionable pick there from Houston. All right. Do I make... It's a very questionable how far down that is. I think we got to make an offer for this pick. I'm not convinced Schmid's going to stay around that long. All right, let's see. Let's send our draft pick, because obviously I don't need that anymore if I'm trading up. And let's see if I can send him the rights to some players. I should just send him a player. Forget rights. Let's send him an actual player. Who can I send that I don't want on the books anymore? Someone who's not going to make it. Let's send... Mamadou Diouf. Yes, I want to send another offer. Who can I send instead? There's gotta be somebody. Ghaffari? Rejected. Alright. Let's add some, Do I send an international spot? No. Let's get some allocation money. Rejected. How much more do I have to pay? How about an international spot? For 2 years. Accepted. Oh, good. Oh, goody. Alright, I might have overpaid, but I can't afford to wait. We have taken Eric Schmid. Excellent. And the next pick. Ooh, no, no. I don't want to actually trade with New England. I have nothing to trade for. They take goalkeeper Ivan Daniel Torres. Pretty high-ranking goalkeeper, not a bad pick. Brian Murphy, another... Man, what's all these goalkeepers going? Dima, Gerardo Kramer. That's a good pick by Montreal, actually. That's all damn. A D-mid. Mexican D-mid at that. So good. They pick goalkeeper Jake Jones. Ooh, horrible pick. Houston picks again. Gets Luis Arcadio, Osuna. It's a good pick. Center back, striker, midfielder. Over Vivo. I think I had him on my... Yeah, I had him on ship at one point and saw he was horrible. But good job, I guess. Yeah, we're getting into the dregs here. Goalkeeper, man. There's another. That's one of the top-rated keepers in the draft, picked up by Sporting. Second round. So, another center back is picked up. Jamal Perkins. Let's see here. That's well, they picked the two best players in the draft there, haven't they? Oh, not the best potential, though. I think that's how I want to, well, I'm up next year. I might trade for that pick. Thank goodness. All right, let's take a look at the scouting details here. Let's, ability, recommendation. All right, this is what the scouts have recommended based on ability versus potential. And where did their names go? What the... What? Can we try that again, please and thank you? Alright. Try that one more time. Ooh, that's a weird bug, isn't it? Whoops. Alright. So that's the consensus of these people. Joey Story. Striker. David Garlick. More midfield help. Jordan Barber. I already got Curry, though. I don't need another Curry. Manuel Zamora. Don't need him. Richard Sarkozy, midfielder. Hinman, defender. Might be good to pick him up and throw him down as depth. So yeah, we'll say Hinman for now. No. It's pity to actually show you what their best position is here, because that would be very helpful. D-mid, no. Ooh, right midfielder, eh? I got heart for that. No. Oof, we are getting down the dregs here. I'm not really comfortable with how badly this display is bugging out. Okay, let's just go to general info here. Alright. So what do we need? Might be a better way of looking at it. We need cover on the right. So who do I have here? Dion Barker, no. Frederick Reynaud, no. Mark Morris, no. Ben Spencer, no. Banos, no. Anderson, no. Oh, we're just really picking the dregs apart here, aren't we? Well, he's probably not too bad. Simon Gordon. Considering that's where we actually need somebody. Oh, Dean Howes has potential. Yeah, we're going with Gordon. Actually, where was the guy that I was thinking about? Okay, none of those are really entertaining. Let's go with the guy who was at least somewhat... Yeah, Hinman. Let's grab him. Yes, I am sure. Yeah, at least we can develop him into something. Maybe send him on along the line. Jordan Barber picked up. So we should be seeing, I would hope, the rest of these top-rated picks. Nope. Midfielder, center back. Simon Gordon. There we go. Noah picked up by Toronto. Charpentier picked up by Seattle. Nobody. What the? He's French. Nobody scouted him. Could that be a stealth pick? Martinez. I think he got injured, actually. There's Joe Story. Picked up by Houston. Houston just killing it with their draft picks here. Sean Dominguez. Jeff Romero. Chris Paul. Okay, so we still had a few of these top picks not going anywhere. Goalkeeper picked up. There we go. Garlic picked up by Dallas. Luna picked up. And Pedroza picked up by Dallas. And Perazo. That is the draft, ladies and gentlemen. All right. And we have got Jonathan Hinman. Why, I would like to offer you that as well. I would definitely like to offer you that. Terms are suggested. Finalized deal. Bam. Excellent. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the 2015 Super Draft. Oh, the grades. How did we get an F? Because we only had 2 picks. I mean, okay, here's what I don't get. Houston had a fantastic amount of picks. They only got an F. What are these based on? I don't understand these grades. Someone please explain to me what these mean, because I don't understand that at all. All right. Got who we wanted, though. We got Schmid. Yes, I am pleased as well. Welcome. Welcome, Eric Schmid. Who I believe is on a senior contract, 1.5 a week. On a Generation Adidas contract, so he does not count towards the cap. Aw, yeah. Simon McGee and 1 international spot. Interesting. Welcome, welcome. Our Sunderland bid was rejected. Alright, let's see if we can up. And you know what? Let's make some, let's add some terms here. I would love that attacking midfielder on the left. And percentage of profit from next sale. Suggesting terms. Whoa! That's a bit much. No. That's... No. No. That's not happening. I don't think we can get him. We can't get him. It's not happening. Alright. Yeah, it's clear. Well, looks like we won't be getting help there, so we'll have to continue our search next time on Blue and White. My name's Rituro. Thank you all for watching. If you like what you've seen, be sure to subscribe to me on YouTube, youtube.ca/steelswords. Of course, you can watch all these episodes live on Twitch, twitch.tv/Rituro, and you can check out all the information on my streams and other stuff on Twitter. Twitter handle is @thatRituroGuy. Once again, my name is Rituro. Thank you all for watching. We'll see you next time.